Tonight, a 37-year-old is shot dead in Bexon. The island records 4 new cases of COVID-19 and 2 stand accused of murder in the recent killings in Vieux Fort and Garon. The details of these stories and more are coming up.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Lovely St. Amy Joseph.
Good night. It is Friday, the 6th of November, 2020. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. I'm Lovely St. Amy Joseph. Thank you for joining us. The island's homicide toll has risen by 1 following the shooting death of a Rose Hill man on Thursday night. Dead is 37-year-old Kurt Sylvester, who was shot in Bexon. Rochelle Gonzalez begins our reporting.
The residents near the Mark Junction along the Bexor Highway are no strangers to the sound of gunshots. However, Thursday night proved different as following the sound of gunfire, Kurt Sylvester lay in this spot taking his dying breaths. The incident occurred at some point after 9 p.m. However, we could not get any further information from residents as they all claimed to be indoors adhering to COVID-19 protocols. Whilst we did not get any information from the residents, Superintendent of Police George Nicholas gave us this information.
On Thursday, November 6, 2020, about 9:40 p.m., police responded to an incident in Mark Bexon, where upon arrival they discovered 37-year-old Kurt Sylvester of Rose Hill with multiple gunshot wounds to his head and chest area. He was transported to the OKE hospital where he was pronounced dead by a medical practitioner. A post-mortem examination is scheduled to ascertain the cause of death. At this time, police has no leads or any suspect in this matter, but investigations are continuing.
For the Hot 7 TV News, reporting from the scene of the island's latest homicide, I am Rochelle Gonzalez.
Residents of Bexor, where 37-year-old Kurt Sylvester was shot dead, spoke to Hot 7 TV in the aftermath of the shooting. The residents claim that the sounds of gunshots have almost become the soundtrack to their daily lives in the community. They are calling for more concerted efforts to curb crime. Genevieve Gonzague has more.
On Thursday night, St. Lucia recorded its latest homicide. Our team visited the community of Bexor where the incident took place and spoke to a few residents concerning the events that unfolded the night before.
I had gunshot, 7 shots. Like my take my head, so I'm venue. My party. I'm passing to see my money. I'm going to get a gunshot on one carpet. So my pattern pour couper venir. So I'm going to say I'm going to carpet. My pani disagreement money. Mais des bagues à fait. Et à partir, moi ça joue boulet bague avec même panique disagreement testimonial.
Another resident indicated that a lot more investments need to be placed in youth.
I'm not really used to be living here. I just came around, but that's the first time I've seen it happen around here. But it's not safe, especially if people have kids close by. I have my daughter sleeping in the room, and then it's not safe. Because usually sometimes I leave my window open, you never know what can happen, what will not happen. A lot of the crimes in St. Lucia is based on the drugs out there. So if the country could have like more work out there for the young people, it would be better instead of all the young people out there dealing in drugs and putting themselves in violent stuff like that. So that their life would be gone. But if they had more jobs, a lot of the young people wouldn't be dealing with drugs. They would be out there working.
Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Genevieve Gonzague.
The number of COVID-19 cases in St. Lucia continues to rise, with 4 new cases being confirmed Friday. This brings the total number of cases diagnosed in country to date to 110. The number of active cases stands at 78. Nisha Charles reports.
Cases 107 to 110 were confirmed by the Ministry of Health and Wellness on Friday. Case number 107 is a 57-year-old female from the Labrie district. Case number 108 is a 58-year-old female from the Labrie district. Case number 109 is a 71-year-old male from the Labrie district. And case number 110 is a 24-year-old male from the Castries district. Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sharon Belmar-George says that all of the cases following testing for COVID-19 were placed in quarantine awaiting their test results.
All 4 of these cases were identified through contact tracing process, and epidemiological links have been established for all 4 cases. Case number 107 is linked to case number 106. Case number 108 is linked to case number 104. Case number 109 is linked to case number 69. Case number 110 is linked to case number 95. As per protocol, the arrangements have been made for the transfer of these individuals into care at the respiratory hospital.
Dr. Belmar-George reminded the public, in the interest of their health, it is best to avoid engaging in social gatherings and activities which lend themselves to a greater risk of exposure to the virus.
The risk of transmission is greater when people come together in one space. It is with this reality in mind the Ministry of Health advises the public to venture out into public places only when it is necessary, which includes work, to conduct business, or for obtaining groceries or supplies for their households. By restricting movement to these activities, the risk of exposure to the virus will be reduced. Continue practicing the guidelines, which include wash your hands frequently with soap and water or the use of alcohol-based hand sanitizer when hand washing is not possible, to wear a mask every time you are in public, to maintain the separation of 6 feet from others, which is about 2 arms lengths apart, and to seek medical care if you're experiencing respiratory symptoms, which include fever, cough, shortness of breath, or sore throat.
All cases remain stable and there are no cases requiring critical care. For the Hot 7 News, Nisha Charles reporting.
Stay with us. Still to come, 2 arrests are made in connection to viral social media videos. Captain Ron says the backdoor COVID spread theory has yet to be backed up by facts. And taxi drivers cry foul over COVID protocols guiding airport operations. That and more after the break.